welcome again to Femme Focus Sunday, episode number 4. I'd like to introduce you to the awesome Loretta! Woo! Hello! How are you doing today?
Hello.
Are you good?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. All good. Looks like you're in a much more beautiful kind of surrounding than I am.
Well, it's a nice day today, and you know the days are still long, so I thought I would make the most use out of it. So, and you know, it's nice, and my hair's all flowy.
It's awesome. Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful day today, actually. Really nice to see the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I suppose we could tell people how we sort of met. We met on Instagram, I guess.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So I've been checking out kind of Bristol-based drummers, and Loretta's name came up, and I kind of did a bit of, for want of a better word, stalking, see what you're up to. And I was like, pretty damn good. So yeah, reached out, and here we are.
Yeah.
But obviously you're not from Bristol originally, Loretta.
No, I was born in Hong Kong, but I actually, I've been living in Australia for about 16, 17 years now. And it was a bit crazy because I think when the lockdown started, I went back to Australia to be closer with my family. And then I think you actually messaged me maybe like 2 days after I landed when I was in quarantine. So it was interesting. You're like, oh, you know, looking for people to jam with in Bristol. I'm like, I'd love to, but I don't know when I'm going to be back. So Sean and I have just been kind of chatting on and off on Instagram for a couple of months, and then I came back to Bristol, I believe, last week, and then we finally met in person.
I know.
And,
yeah. That's awesome. So yeah, you'll see in the videos actually that we had the very kind of, I don't know, it seems like a surreal thing to actually be in a room with another person in real life. So we got the opportunity to actually meet up and play music together.
Yeah.
Unlike any other sessions that really have had to happen over the last while, unless you be living with someone. So yeah, Loretta found a really lovely practice space that we could actually go to, which you'll see in the videos. And yeah, we created some tunes for the win.
We did.
So what should we crack into our first track?
What
would you like to do?
I reckon let's do the REWS song first. Let's do Eyes on Fire.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. So here you go, guys. This is our performance of Heart is on Fire. Let us know what you think, and let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll be on the chat.
Breathe in, fill your lungs, feel the force, the oxygen. Breathe out all the doubts, shake them off when you make mistakes. Speak up, rock the boat, run the risk worth the taking. A body can't hide what it feels inside. Do you wanna grow high? Do you wanna know where my heart is on fire? My heart is on fire. 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 try just a little more. Try just a little. Find my feet beneath the clouds when I float around. 'Cause these dark nights can go all day long. Heart is on fire, 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 fire. My heart is on fire, it's on fire, 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 fire. My heart is on fire, it's on fire, 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 fire. Yeah.
Nice con skills, and what an amazing book you have as well.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a really fun one to do. I think it was cool to do something off of the new album as well, because the last few sessions have been kind of more the kind of history of my writing, so it's nice to actually have more fresh stuff. So thank you very much for being up for doing that song with me.
Yeah, and it was really fun kind of playing a more acoustic version of that as well. I think I especially like the part where it was after the bridge. Should we go into that instrumental break? And yeah, that was really fun playing at that on cajon. So yeah, it was really fun.
I had a lot of fun playing around with I had like a freeze pedal for any guitar kind of geeks out there that like pedals. Because obviously, yeah, it's just with that one, there's obviously the riff going on through the verse, so it's nice to just have something that's kind of keeping that E note ringing out the entire time. So that was really fun to play with as well. And then I love the rock out section. Yeah, baby.
Cool. So I know during lockdown you've been doing a lot of these kind of online collaborations with different musicians, and it's really, I think it's really great that you're doing them. It keeps people engaged, and in lieu of live music, I think it's just really great to see an artist putting in effort and just trying to make ways to collaborate with people remotely. I was just wondering, what other challenge that's just that you kind of came into, and what have you learned from editing the videos and collaborating with people remotely?
I think it's a really good question. I feel like a lot about editing and just a lot about kind of not being so perfectionist about everything, and within reason, because obviously I think it's really important to provide good quality stuff for people, and I hope that you're all enjoying this, by the way, and you think it's all good quality. But definitely, I think when I first started doing the online sessions, I started off with acoustic kind of sessions, and I actually just started doing it on my own to begin with. I don't know if you've ever seen the Sunday acoustic sessions from way back.
Yeah, I did.
I started kind of exploring different editing methods at that point, so I think I was actually nearly kind of at a head start before lockdown happened. I was like, oh, I've already got a little bit of those editing skills, but it definitely just forced me to sort of look at different ways and kind of learn more about how to make it look more professional. I definitely feel like I've got an awful long way to go, but I think I kind of just wanted to do it because I think it's important that people have an escapism, and it's just a strange time, isn't it? And especially because we were in the middle of a tour as well, and it's just I don't know, it's just so weird whenever you're not able to get out and do stuff. But I feel like hope that has answered the question actually.
Yeah, I mean, kind of same for me. I actually haven't been in a band or played with a lot of people since I moved from Australia to Bristol, actually to the UK, which is about 2 years ago. I've been to jams and stuff around Bristol, but not properly had been in a band. And it's just, And then when lockdown started, you know, all I could do was practice by myself, which is fine, which is what I needed as well. But yeah, it's something about the interactions with other people that actually makes it feel like playing music and not just playing drums, or I'm sure with you as well, playing guitar, playing an instrument is actually creating music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really nice to have a jam with you yesterday.
Yeah. I know, yeah, that's something I probably should have touched upon as well. Like, it's just so strange whenever you're kind of in your room, your little space on your own, and you're like trying to bring this energy, but then you're not quite getting the kind of feedback from, you know, other musicians as well as audience. And then, yeah, you don't really know what way people are going to react, but I suppose in some ways it kind of, I don't know, it teaches you more about like what you're trying to do as a performer, like what you're trying to put out there, and like, you know, what maybe needs work and what maybe doesn't, and you know, but not too critical of yourself at the same time. Like, obviously you need to like, you know, in order to improve you have to be critical to a point, but not like, you know, so critical that you damage yourself.
It's about finding the perfection in your flaws.
Yes, exactly. Like part of the fire does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's been awesome. It's really cool to actually get into a room and hear loud noises. I actually, you know, the other day, for all of you listeners and viewers, when we went to have the jam, I had my guitar amp kind of like up to maybe about 2, and I was like, oh, this is actually quite loud. I got so used to playing with headphones and like trying to keep it down, the neighbours get upset, but thankfully they're really nice and they don't mind. But then you were like, I think I should turn it up.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I did like a really quick sound check of like the toms and the snare. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely too soft. So yeah, I think you turned it up a lot, and yeah, it sounded good.
That's awesome. So shall we move into track number 2 / final track of the Sunday series today? Do you want me to introduce it?
I can do it. The track is called The Sky is the Neighborhood. It's off the Foo Fighters' latest album, which I think came out 3 years ago. So during lockdown I started watching a lot of live videos on YouTube, as you do. I think a lot of people did that. And then just watching a lot of Foo Fighters, and I've just always loved their energy and the interactions between Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins. And then I think you suggested picking a song which I can do a little bit of singing on. I'm like, okay, what song can I sing on? I was like listening to their new album, and I was actually going to suggest Sunday Rain, which is sang by Taylor Hawkins, and then I remembered there was another track on the album called Sky's the Neighborhood, and it's got some really nice kind of like harmonies in it, and also really loved the subject matter of the song, which is about basically how small we are in the universe, and you know, we are part of it, but the universe is also part of us. So yeah, here it is. Sky's Neighborhood.
The sky is a neighborhood, so keep it down. The heart is a storybook, a star burnt out. The sky is a neighborhood, so make a sound. The lights are coming up ahead, don't look now. The sky is a neighborhood, the sky is a neighborhood, don't look now. Oh my dear, heaven is a big bang now. Gotta get to sleep somehow. Banging on the ceiling, keep it down. Oh my dear, heaven is a big bang now. Gotta get to sleep somehow. Banging on the ceiling, keep it down. Mind is a battlefield, all hope is gone. There's trouble to the right star burnt out. The lights are coming up ahead. Don't look now. Oh my dear, heaven is a big bang now. Gotta get to sleep somehow. Banging on the ceiling, banging on the ceiling. Keep it down. Oh my dear, heaven is a big bang now. Gotta get to sleep somehow. Banging on the ceiling, banging on the ceiling. Keep it down. The sky is a neighbor. Sky is a neighbor.
Cool.
Clapping ourselves out of it. Nice one. That was really fun. Thank you for the challenge of that song. Hadn't actually, like, I love the Foo Fighters as well, but I hadn't actually really listened to that song ever, which is ridiculous. But as soon as I was like, yes, definitely, and I listened and I was like, this is awesome. And the harmonies, you're so like, you know, so right, they're just so beautiful. It's really fun one to kind of explore and do a bit more kind of acoustified version as well. Yeah, how did you feel how it turned out?
I was really happy with it, actually. I think initially you were going to play electric guitar in it, and then we tried the acoustic, and it just, yeah, it felt good, and I think it sounded really good as well. And I kind of liked how we kind of changed it up just slightly.
Yeah.
Like the call and response that I started doing in the chorus, and you know, in the bridge as well. And I think, you know, just to make it a little bit different than the original.
Yeah, it's cool. I think we've put our own spin on it for sure.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, guys, please let us know what you think. And again, we're on the chat, so if you have any questions or any comments, we are willing to answer. So yes, thank you everybody for tuning in, and also Loretta, thank you for the awesome times that we've had over this.
well, thank you.
So shall we move on to our funky games time moment? So we're going to move into the kind of spirit of Femme Focus Sundays, which is being Would You Rather, just getting to know each other a little bit better. It sounded really kind of sleazy the way I said that. Getting to know. So we're going to ask each other 2 Would You Rather questions each, and then we'll maybe just see what else comes off our tongues afterwards. Do you want to go first, Loretta?
Yeah, okay. So I'm a food lover, so I thought of, would you rather never eat any sweet stuff again, or never eat any savoury stuff again?
Well, it all depends. I think, you know, maybe we'll go for don't eat sweet stuff again. But it's always nice to like finish off your kind of meal with like a wee sweet something, or you know, because I think like I find if I eat too many sweets, I get that kind of like, I feel like there's literally sugar in my veins. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah,
I'm definitely a savoury person.
yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. So we're on the same wavelength there. Awesome. Okay, so my question for you, question number 1, would you rather be in jail for a year, or lose a year off your life? That's a terrible question, isn't it?
It's kind of like the same, isn't it? So lose a year of my life. So as in I would die a year earlier than...
Oh God, yeah, this is really morbid. I've got a better question, I think. I've got 4 here, so I might just choose 2 better ones. Actually.
Okay, all right. Next question. Pass.
Okay. Would you rather have all your clothes fit perfectly, or have the most comfortable pillow, blankets, and sheets in existence?
being someone who's quite short and hard to shop for clothes, I would choose having all my clothes fit properly.
Oh yeah.
Because most of the time whenever I buy like a pair of trousers, yeah, it's especially like bottoms, yeah, I would need to take it to tailor. Sometimes like there's things I can't even change. It's like the crotch is like way too low. It's just like not proportional. So yeah, it's quite funny because when we were recording the acoustic thing, Shauna was like, oh, can you like sit a bit forward? It looks like you're really far away. And turns out I'm just like really short. So it looks like I'm really far away.
It's also I'm quite tall as well, aren't I?
yeah. So yeah, it was quite funny.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah. All right. So
so you'd rather have the clothes that fit comfortably. Yeah, I think I do love a good old pillow, blanket and sheet though, but I have a similar-ish problem because I find that most trousers are too short for me. And also I've noticed that I've got a really very good tan on my ankles compared to the legs. So I've got like white legs and then these little like dark like tan lines.
Oh, that's funny. All right, it's my turn. I don't know why I thought about this one, but would you rather never take a shower again, or you have to take a shower every half an hour, or you break out in hives?
Oh goodness. Both are a bit crap, aren't they? But if you were, I really enjoy having a shower. Could you have a bath instead of a shower? Probably not.
Yeah, that's the loophole. Hey.
Yeah.
I guess yes you can. So you can't shower ever again. You are only allowed baths, I guess. Yeah.
Baths only, or shower every half an hour. Yeah, I probably would maybe go for the bath option. Well, I wouldn't mind, but the thing is, if you shower every half an hour, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get lost in the flow of like a new creative project or whatever, you know. What about you?
Yeah, now that you found the loophole, I'll choose the never have a shower again and just have baths as well.
Yeah.
I think. It's too inconvenient. Like if you're just out somewhere where you're going to find a shower.
Yeah. I know you're like on a 12-hour journey or something, and it's like every half hour. Gosh.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So my last question then would be: would you rather know the history of every object that you ever touched, or be able to talk to animals?
That's a tough one, because I was going to say talk to animals because I love animals, but at the same time it kind of takes the mystery out of animals, and I am also quite interested in history, so I think I would choose know the history of something that I've touched. Like it would be interesting to when this table was made, where the wood came from or whatever. So I think I would choose that.
Yeah, it'd be quite an interesting thing to happen if you were literally like, oh wow, I know everything about this. It was made in a factory in Barcelona. Yeah, I think that would be quite a useful skill as well. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for the questions. Is there any way that people can kind of support you during this uncertain time as a musician?
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Loretta's Drums. I think you might link it in your comments or your description. I'm not very good at posting on social media, but I am trying to improve, and feel free to give me any advice, tips as well, because I'm not a very experienced musician. I only started playing very late, and I started learning very late. So, yeah, I just hope that, you know, you just got to keep looking forward to when this COVID stuff is over, when, you know, we can play music again, and yeah, everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. It will be. It's going to be awesome. And I'm just going to do a little shout out to this little sneaky number behind me here. So
I don't know which side you're on.
It's like I can't remember what that TV show was, but you just kind of put something out of the air, and then the pretty woman would be like sorting stuff out. You know that one? I can't remember what it is now. But yes, anyway, Warriors is available to pre-order. I'm sure you've seen this quite a few times now. About it. But if you want to pre-order, it's available on transistormusic.com/REWS. And yeah, it's a little. This is the only part of the album I've got so far, which is the amazing red translucent vinyl. But there are plenty of CDs and T-shirts and things, and I'm actually going to work on some new merch stuff as well. So yeah, keep in touch, and the album's going to be released on the 7th of August. And yeah, and make sure to check out Today We're Warriors music video. Loretta is actually featuring it, rocking out in the drums. So yes, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, Loretta.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries. And yes, everybody please do let me know what you think. Make sure to pop over and follow Loretta. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. See ya.